Okay, that was one game. Let us try and learn a new 2-digit number game. Over here again you have to start with choosing a 2-digit number. The next step would be the same. You are going to reverse a 2-digit number. Now that the two steps are common for both. Okay, let me side by side write a flow chart to make you understand it better. We have taken a 2-digit number, right? I am going to do the reverse. So I'll write reverse it finally. Okay, now do the subtraction, but carefully see the subtraction of a smaller number from the larger number is to be done. Definitely out of the two, one number will be smaller. So you have to subtract the smaller number from the larger number. That's done. Could be anyway, maybe reversed number is larger one, or might be the original number that you have taken is the larger one. So you have to subtract smaller from the larger. So I'll write larger minus smaller. Now next step is dividing the resulting number by 9. You would find the remainder to be 0. Whatever is the resulting number is to be divided with 9. Then your remainder must be coming equal to 0. That is to be done, right? Now that means any 2-digit number taken, reversed it, subtract both the numbers, you would get a number divided by 9. You will find the remainder to be 0. Now please read this. You would check the digits of a number you choose. If it was AB, then the quotient will be A minus B if A is greater than B, right? That means your quotient will be dependent on the digits. If your number has been AB and in AB A is greater than B, then your quotient is going to be A minus B. If B is greater than A, if the ones place digit is going to be greater than A, then your quotient will be B minus A. That means if I write it in the format, I would write it here, quotient that would be equal to, can be two cases, B minus A or A minus B, dependent on if A is smaller than B and here A has to be greater than B. So this is the series of steps that you have to follow doing this. Now this is dependent on the 2-digit number you are going to choose. So that would be AB. Reversing it, you would get BA. Subtracting them both, dividing them with 9, finding the remainder to be 0, and your quotient will be dependent on the digits, whether the ones place is greater than the tens place or tens place is greater than the ones place. So that is what I have done over here also. Let us take one example directly. The number that I have taken over here is 49. Now 49 is a 2-digit number having ones place and tens place. 4 is present at the tens place and ones place we have as 9. Now reversing these digits, we would get a number 94. Which one out of both is smaller, or which one out of them both is larger? Yes, 49 is smaller and 94 is larger. So as the third step is instructing us, we have to subtract the smaller number from the larger number. That means we are going to subtract 49 from 94. Let us do that. When doing that, we would see if 94 minus 49 is done, what is the answer that we are going to get? We are going to get 4 minus 14, that would be here because we will be taking the carry. So if you do it, you would get 14 minus 9, that would give you 5, and 8 minus 4 will give you 4, right? So the subtraction has given you a number 45. That is the third step done. After the third step is completed, let us check what is the fourth step is asking us to do. The fourth step says you have to divide the resulting number which is 45 in this case, this number is to be divided with 9, particularly 9. Now you divide this with 9. Let us check what are we going to get. I am doing the division. 45 divided with 9. Can you tell me how much would it go with? Yes, it goes in the 9's table. Yes, it would go with 5. That comes out to be 45. And what is the remainder left with us? It is 0. That means our fourth step instruction is particularly very correct, because here on dividing the resultant number with 9, we have got the remainder as 0. That has completed our fourth step. What about the quotient? See, we have already got our quotient as 5, but I want you to understand the case. You can tell anybody that if the number is taken as AB, now what was the original number taken up here? It was 49. The 49 was the number. Over here, A is 4 and B is 9, right? So what we do? We actually do check the numbers of both. If B is greater, that means the quotient that we are going to get will be 9 minus 4. So what is 9 minus 4? It is 5. We can check what was the quotient coming up when we actually did the division of the numbers. When we did the division of the subtracted part with 9, we got 5 as the quotient. That means this is coming particularly true. We have checked it by doing this also, and we have checked by subtracting them also. In both the cases, we are going to get the same quotient, that is 5. So because we have verified, we can say that this is going to be true for all the 2-digit numbers cases, right? So that is how you can play a number game using any 2-digit number. It would give you the same result. The quotient is going to be dependent on the 2 digits, which one out of the 2 digits is greater. If the number would have been 94, say if the original number would have been 94, your result would have been 5 again, right? That means your quotient is only dependent on your number, be it AB or BA. Depends which one out of both is larger. So this is the way you can play your games. Here I am showing you in the last step that how you can check your number in your fifth step, that is B minus A, that gave you 9 minus 4 equal to 5. So that can be checked again, right? You might and you might not do that, because that is in the internal part of the game. For the person whom you are instructing, you are only going to tell the same steps, and you can ask the person to check your answer. You can directly predict that whatever the 2 numbers that you have taken, your quotient is going to be the difference of those